All right, so this happened a few years ago, 2014, I think, and I swear to God, but this is 100% real. To this day, I don't know who was behind it or why they chose us, but they messed with my head in a way I can't even explain. So my wife and I had just bought this house in Westfield, New Jersey. Nice, quiet neighborhood, real suburban vibes. Big yard, 6 bedrooms, beautiful front porch. It was expensive, yeah, but we thought, this is it. This is the forever home. You know, we were pumped. The kids were excited. My wife was already planning renovations. I was out front scraping paint, fixing up the mailbox. Everything felt good. Then one day I get this letter. Not a bill, not junk mail. It's handwritten in this weird, old-fashioned cursive. And it's just addressed to the new owner. No name, nothing else. I open it thinking maybe it's a welcome note or something. Nope. The letter says, 657 Boulevard has been the subject of my family for decades now. I've been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming. I literally laughed out loud. Thought it was some weird local tradition or maybe some nosy neighbor being extra. I showed it to my wife and her face just dropped. Then I kept reading. I see you've started renovating. The dumpster is out front and your contractors have been very busy. But I ask you, was it greed that brought you to me? Or did your children need a better place to grow up? Okay, now I'm creeped out because we hadn't told anyone about the renovations. And the letter was right. There was a dumpster out front. It had only been there for 2 days. Then it got worse. You have children. I've seen them. So far, I think there are 3. Do they play in the yard? Or is it the basement that draws them? I felt sick. I hadn't seen anyone watching us. Nobody standing around, no cars parked nearby too long. But this person knew we had kids, and how many, and they were watching them. I told my wife, we're going to the cops, now. The police were polite, but didn't really give us much hope. They said it could be a prank. Maybe an ex-owner who was bitter we bought the place. Maybe a bored teenager messing around. Whatever, I didn't care, I just wanted it to stop, but it didn't. A few days later, another letter. This time it wasn't just general info. They were getting specific, real specific. Who's sleeping in the rooms upstairs? I'll know as soon as you move in. We hadn't even moved in yet. We were still fixing things up. We hadn't told anyone which room the kids would have, not even close friends. But this psycho was somehow getting info. Have they found what's in the walls yet? I walk by many times a day. 657 is my obsession. And now it is yours. That line, have they found what's in the walls, stuck with me. I started freaking out. Were there cameras in there? Some crawl space we hadn't checked? Something hidden behind the drywall? We called a private investigator. Hired an ex-FBI guy too. Spent thousands trying to figure out what the hell was going on. We checked the attic, the basement, the walls. Nothing. No bugs, no hidden passages, no cameras. Whoever it was, they weren't in the house. They were just around it, always. I started staying late at night in the driveway with the lights off, just sitting in my car, watching. I was hoping I'd catch someone walking by, taking photos, creeping, but I never saw a soul. The letters kept coming, though, and they started talking about young blood. It has been years and years since the young blood ruled the hallways of the house. Will the young blood play in the basement? Or are they too afraid to go down there alone? Dude, I straight up lost it. We were supposed to move in by the end of the month, but there was no way. We didn't want our kids anywhere near that place. They were asking why we hadn't moved in yet, and we couldn't even tell them the truth without freaking them out. We tried to sell the house, people were interested, until they heard about the letters. Then they ghosted. Who can blame them? Eventually we found renters. We needed to do something with the place. We were bleeding money. Guess what? The renters got a letter too. You have brought strangers into my house. Bad move. At that point, we knew it wasn't just about us. This person, this watcher, they felt like the house belonged to them. Not legally, not physically, but mentally, emotionally, obsessively. We held on to that place for years, hoping something would break. Some clue, some camera footage, something. But nope, nothing ever came up. The police never found a suspect. The investigators hit dead ends, not a single fingerprint, not one neighbor who saw anything. In 2019, we finally sold it for way less than we paid. We just wanted out. out of that nightmare, out of that street, out of their reach. Even now, years later, I still lock every window. I still check the mailbox twice. And every time I get a weird piece of mail with no return address, my stomach flips. You think you'd know if someone was watching you, right? Trust me, you don't.